Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And our sponsors are Alpha Claims and Hire Birmingham, the leading and best accident management company. Get a replacement car anywhere in 1 hour. I really appreciate you joining me today, and this story comes from Brixton in South London. Thank you to our reporter Dave Nathan for his coverage of the investigation following this incident that occurred yesterday. This happened outside the Brixton Underground train station and has resulted in the death of a young man in his 20s. The initial report from My London newspaper said that the male was stabbed close to the train station following a night of violence across London. Police were called to reports of an assault close to the train station at 8:15 on Wednesday, July the 21st. Paramedics from the London ambulance service were called, but despite their best efforts, they couldn't save the man's life. He was pronounced dead at the scene 30 minutes later at 9:15. Police arrested a man nearby on suspicion of grievous bodily harm, and an investigation is underway following the death. The man's family have been informed, and police have said a formal identification is yet to take place or a post-mortem. In the most recent developments in connection to that incident, a man has been named locally as Shane. Friends have said online that he was a stunt bike rider and he was attending a music video shoot shortly before he was involved in the altercation, and he was not from the Brixton area. BBC News has reported that the man who was stabbed was on a road and he was surrounded by high-end sports cars and people in balaclavas and a quad bike. A music video was being filmed near the attack close to Brixton train station, but it's unclear whether the two Lamborghinis at the scene were related to the incident. Witnesses have told BBC News that there was some sort of confrontation between the two groups. One member of the public told the BBC that he saw the whole incident unfold, and he said a convoy of cars and quad bikes suddenly turned on one another, leading to one man being stabbed and others involved in a fight before running off on foot and by vehicle. At the front of the convoy was a black Range Rover whose driver was wearing a balaclava, and the men appearing to be sat in the boot of the car while the boot was open. There was also a red Ferrari and lime green Lamborghini, as well as two quad bikes. One of the quads ended up on the pavement, they said. The man was stabbed while lying in the middle of the road, and an ambulance was on the scene almost instantly, and the man was receiving CPR straight away, but he didn't look like he was responding at all. Another man was wearing a balaclava and ski goggles, according to another woman, and he was accompanied by a woman who ran to the victim screaming. A witness said when they came out of the tube, guys were chasing each other around, a motorbike in the middle of the street in front of the red Lamborghini, and others were throwing stuff at a white girl and a black boy on a quad that ended up in the traffic lights. The victim's family have been informed, and the Met are still finding witnesses and evidence at the scene. So this is the latest murder to come from South London, and it's definitely having a massive impact on the locals. A person in the local area who's done a lot to help in the community is a woman called Pastor Lorraine Jones. She lost her son SQ, aka Dwayne, in Brixton to knife crime as well, and she has worked tirelessly with the community to build a youth centre and also to fund boxing lessons for the local kids and a lot of other things that she's done. She's a very influential person in the area, and she was at the scene of this incident, and she spoke about her disappointment and also upset.
This is a side that you don't see, yeah? Right, I'm going to show you the tent. Maybe that can prick your heart.
Everyone's going to have to leave. Crime scene now. There you go.
Let me turn it so you can see, okay? Trauma, pain. Trauma and pain. A life being killed by a knife on the streets of Brixton. Huh? This is it. This is what we're living in. This is what we're living in. He's dead. He is dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Those that are supposed to be around the table, bring them around the table. I'm as transparent as I can be with the little that I'm doing.
So it's inspiring to see people like Pastor Lorraine still trying to actually put out a positive message and do something constructive in her community. So I really appreciate you joining me for this story. Please don't forget to check our website as well for any updates and news as well. And I'll be back again very shortly with some more news. Peace.
Brixton Road. Hello, lovely.